The NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of All-Star festivities. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you if you go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Now a look at the Stars' starting lineup. Freak in at shooting guard. Winslow is out there with Wright, and it's Joseph in at center. The Elite shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans. And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional careers.
Here's Jeter. Picked by Okafor. 6 to shoot. Back to Embiid. Rebound by the Stars.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Freak, another 3 for the Stars.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him. Another basket here, and they have really come out of the gates fast in the first quarter, Kevin.
Freak's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Doc Rivers. Coach told me as much as he'd love to see some defense and good offensive sets, he knows that there won't be much of either in this one. He said the Rising Stars game is more about getting a look at all the young talent the NBA has to offer. Really, I'm just going to send them out to have some fun. Not a bad idea, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Jeter, following the basket by Freak. They double him with Freak. Here's Moutier. The shot is off, and it's the Stars the other way. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and the dunk by Winslow.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And it's the Elites with the ball. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. They double him with Freak. Knocks it loose. And it's Winslow, that time on the assist by Freak. Freak's got 3 assists now in this one.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
And so, here are the Elites, down by 12.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
The Elites trail by 14. Moutier with the ball. Joseph with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's Freak missing. Here's Jeter. He kicks to Towns. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. From outside, off the mark.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter. And
Whoa!
Goodness. You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we could add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
Here's Jeter. Embiid the screen. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
The Stars on defense. It's a 16-point game.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Here's Embiid. The Stars making the shot. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jeter, guarded by Wright. The Elites with another miss.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Freak. That one's good from the corner. Freak's got 21.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Jeter gets the bucket.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And a wide open look for Freak. No good on the triple. The Elites trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Jeter. The shot is off. Now the Stars take it the other way. An even 3-on-3 break. Three-pointer. The Elites pull it in. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
And look at the big fella getting out and leading the break.
Yeah, doing some work in the open court. That's certainly a different aspect to his game, one that we haven't seen much of.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
All right, fans, get loud. We go. Elites dance crew.
And some changes here for the Stars. Johnson in for Winslow. And here's Russell. Pass to Okafor. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet, but this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
Here's Russell, following the basket by Freak. Okafor sets the pick for Russell. To the middle, off the screen, and Okafor slams it in.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam? And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
Now here's Booker. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. That one wide left.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone, really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Freak. 26 points for him. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Freak. He's got 26 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Elites. Perkins comes in for Towns. The Elites trail by 21. Now, here is Russell. And stolen by Freak, and they're on the break. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's Freak. The Elites able to drain the three. Took him no time at all on that one. Freak's got 32 points.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Now, here is Russell. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Shot clock at 6, and the foul called on Freak.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have
their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for the Stars, Freak in at 2 guard, and it's Joseph in at the center position. And here's Freak following Emmanuel Moutier's 3. Good on the shot. 34 points for Freak.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
There's the pick. Russell dishes to Towns. Embiid kicks to Okafor. The Stars with the rebound. Joseph's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's Russell following the basket by Freak, and the foul called on Freak. That's his. Here's Jeter. Pass to Booker. Now, Cauley Stein. Here's Jeter. Clock at 6. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Perkins, the pass to Booker. And the foul called on Freak. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Stars out in front, up by 16.
All right, fans, get loud. We go.
And welcome back to the Elites. The Stars making a switch here. Towns is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Russell. Then it's Moutier, and it's Okafor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for the Elites. Here's Freak. Drills it from outside. Freak's got 39.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
This Elite squad struggling. Moutier with the ball. He's got 10. Now the pass to Okafor. Rebound by the Stars. Joseph's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost them.
And out of bounds as the Elites gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
From past the arc, the Stars with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Freak. Trains the three-pointer. Freak's got 42 in the game.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Russell dishes to Moutier. There's the feed to Russell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Russell's got 8 points.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
The 19-foot shot, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 44 points for Freak.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his 5th foul.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
Here's what the Elites have going on right now. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Embiid. Barry comes in for Okafor, and it's Booker in for Moutier. Johnson right side. Feeds to Freak with the fadeaway, and he gets it to go. Freak's got 46 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The drive by Russell. Here's Towns. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And that one's good. Freak.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
And here's Russell. He's got 8. Inside. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Moving it up. And there's Johnson. That's good. On the assist by Freak. Freak's got assist number 5 here tonight. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Stars.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
The Elites making a switch here. Perkins is checked in. The shot's good from Barry.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Freak. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Goes up the baseline. Good.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Outside, Russell. It's deflected. They retain possession. And the Stars on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. And it's Freak missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Passes it to Barry. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Stars.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Now, Freak. Six on the shot clock. That's good. Freak's got 52 points.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
The drive by Russell. Pass to Barry. Outside Russell. The pass to Barry. Takes the three. The shot misses. And the Stars on offense. Here's Freak. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. 55 points for Freak.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
1:30 left in the third. Here's Perkins, the layup off target.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Here's Freak. No one near him. Good. Freak's got 57 points.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Outside Russell, looking to end the drought. Here's Barry. Gets to the corner and buries it. Barry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Nice D from Russell. He feeds it to Perkins. Here's Barry. The rebound by Johnson. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Montgomery. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Stars have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. That free throw, no good. And the Elites making a change here. Jeter's checked in. The Stars also with a sub. Roy's checked in. And it's the Elites' ball. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Jeter. And it's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Good. He has 5.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Jeter. And taken away by Johnson. The pull-up. And he connects with the jumper.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And we're back. Once again, the spotlight on the talented first and second year players here in the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
On the court for the Stars. Freak, he's in at point guard. White is out there with Winslow. And it's Joseph in at the center, filling out the middle. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle. So no problem for the Stars as they get the win.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Well, as Dr. O'Neill predicted, I knew he'd be the star of the Rising Stars Challenge this year. Told you that 10 times already, Kenny. So much great young talent on the floor, but this kid stole the show with the display he put on.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined. He did the work of 3 players out there tonight and got the points to prove it.
And that wraps up our coverage of the Rising Stars game here on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We look forward to seeing you again as the second half of the NBA season gets underway.
my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And now it's time for the Foot Locker three-point contest. The long-range assassins of the NBA have come together to show off their skills from beyond the arc.
Well, right next to me, I've got somebody who knows a thing or two about winning this event. So tell us what it takes to do just that, Steve.
Well, I did win the event once, Clark, in '97, and it really is a matter of finding a rhythm. The game comes so fast, the shots are coming one after the other. You've got to get into a groove, get into a rhythm, and then just let it ride.
And here we go with Freak. He has 60 seconds to make as many shots from behind the arc as he can. And Clark, as you know, there's a money ball in each of the 5 racks worth double. That's 25 shots to get a maximum of 30.
And the corner threes are only 22 feet, but the other three-point stations are 23 feet 9 inches. So those are the longest shots.
And to me, the corner shot is the easiest of any of them. So it's important to get off to a quick start here from that corner spot, maybe get 5 or 6 quick points.
And over his career, just a superb long-range marksman.
A 3-point rack for him right there. Hits for 15. That's 16. Can't get the money ball. 17 on the board. Pushes it to 18. Kept up a great pace right there. He even left some time on the clock. He racks up 20 points in the round. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Well, we all know how important the money balls are in this event, and he hit 4.
So it'll be Chandler Parsons here.
Fellas, 25 shots and 6.
He gets all the way up to 21 points. Now that's how you do it. Outstanding focus throughout the round.
Yeah, didn't look good there for a while, but give him credit for overcoming that slow start to turn things around.
And here we go with... So it's Trevor Ariza ready to go. A score of 21, a fine score of 22 points for the round. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
That was very nice. I mean, he didn't let any misses throw him off. Stayed the course, Steve. He avoided any kind of cold streak.
Korver's got the honors of being able to go into the finals as the top scorer from... So it'll be Kyrie Irving here. He's got 24 seconds here to put up as many points as he can.
Let's do this.
So it's Trevor Ariza ready to go. Pressure's on. He's got 24 seconds to top the score and move on. So it'll be Kyrie Irving here. The shot clock's at 24 seconds. He better be ready to put up some points in a hurry.
Let's go.
So it's Trevor Ariza ready to go. 24 seconds back on the clock. Can he do better?
Hey, it's not a...
And so we'll see Kyrie Irving. He's got to improve on his score from the last round if he wants to have a shot to win it.
You know, the importance...
He finishes with 25. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
You wouldn't expect anything less out of him. I mean, this contest is perfectly suited for him.
So it's Paul George ready. And here we go with Kyle Korver. He had the highest score in the last round. Let's see if he can do it again here in the finals.
You know, this is real.
He finishes with 25. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
I'm almost speechless here, Steve. I mean, that's one of the all-time great performances right there.
Yeah, that's right.
So it'll be Kyrie Irving here. A nice long 60 seconds here in this tiebreaker. You want to get to as many as possible. And 13 is the final score. And here we go with Kyle Korver. He knows what he has to do, and he's got 60 seconds to do it.
Let's do this.
And as we close out the Foot Locker three-point contest, we can safely say that one man...
What's up, everybody? Freak, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just hard to believe I get to be a part of all this.
It's the end of a long weekend. Just do your best and relax and enjoy it. Maybe give the fans a little show too. But you all know things get serious in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, I'll be ready. Butterfly's long gone by then.
What makes you think you'll even be playing in the fourth quarter, Freak?
Okay. Just because I wasn't on the cover of 2K like the rest of y'all doesn't mean I can't get it done when it counts.
And you can't even get it done on a virtual court. I beat you without even trying last night.
Got you there.
No, you got lucky. Okay, I want a rematch.
Yo, I want in on this. I could take you or James.
Well, I got plenty of time to beat all of you. Steph, you want in on this too?
I'm in. Hope you know how to defend the long ball better than you do out here.
I'll take one after you guys are done. Might as well make me the championship game.
Ha! Okay, consider it done. It's gonna be easiest night of my life. But now it's time to start the real show with the league's newest star at center stage. Good luck tonight, fellas.
It's a special day for basketball fans. The All-Star Game, best of the East against best in the Western Conference. And we are proud to bring it to you right here on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
And it's the East All-Star. For the East, Al Horford is checked in for Gasol. Wash comes in for Anthony. Paul George, he's checked in for James. And it's DeRozan in for Kyle Lowry. On the floor for the West All-Stars, Freak in at point guard. Rudy Gay is out there with Griffin. Then there's Klay Thompson, and it's Howard in at the 5.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Thomas checked in for the East.
And you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Here's Bosch following the basket by Freak. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
Now, here's Thomas. Pass to George. From 11 feet away, can't hit. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. From 11 feet away, and there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Freak. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one. The East All-Stars on offense. They trail by 9 points. And DeRozan kicks to Thomas. And it's blocked. Here's Freak. They grab their own miss. Shot's good by Gay. Gay's got his first basket of the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So Thomas will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Freak. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. To the paint, here's Gay. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Outside Thomas. Picked by Horford. It's DeRozan with the drive, and he gets the bucket. Horford's got his second basket.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Eric Spoelstra. If Coach had any butterflies in his stomach about coaching the All-Stars, he didn't let any of it come out. He said it was for the fans, and even though he's in charge of the best players in the NBA, his only coaching advice was to go out and have fun. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Millsap's checked in. Outside Thomas, and the foul called on Freak.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Freak, he's in at the point. Anthony Davis is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Durant, and it's Harden in a two-guard. Irving can't hit.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
It's stolen by Davis. Shots good by Durant.
And the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent. And when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Here's Freak. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Freak's got his third basket of the night right there. Lowry kicks to LeBron. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. And that's now 7 points for LeBron.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Here's Freak. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Davis. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. LeBron with it. He's got 7, and they double up James. Gasol goes in. The shot is off.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Freak passes to Gasol. Kicks to Davis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got 5 points now this quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Anthony right side. Back to Irving. And stolen by Freak. Here's Harden. Finished off the break. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had. I'll tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Durant dishes to...
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
It's stolen by Davis. On up the court. There's the bucket. Good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's LeBron. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. To halt the run, and James with the layup. James has got 9.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Irving. Anthony on the double team. Freak kicks to Davis, and the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Lowry passes to Anthony. Gasol wide open. He fires. No good off the back of the rim.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Irving kicks to Anthony. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Gasol, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assist.
Now here's James. He's got 9. To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. And here comes the break. Here's Durant, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And Anthony gets double-teamed. Lowry with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Gasol a screen. Lowry dishes to Gasol. Can't hit from 12.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
The wide open look for Durant. Buries the long-range jumper. Durant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Such a wide open look.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Freak passes to Durant. Gasol a screen. Freak kicks to Gasol. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go. East with the ball. Gasol a screen on Durant. Feeds to Gasol. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Gasol's got his first points in this one.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Time.
And some changes here for the Craig Monroe. He's checked in for Gasol. Wash comes in for LeBron. And it's DeRozan in for Kyle Lowry. Rudy Gay's checked in for the West. Conley now comes in for James Harden. Now here's Freak. 10 points for him. Pass to Gasol. He feeds it to Freak. The 8-footer. Nice jump shot. Good. Freak's got 8 points here in this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And the East with some changes. Paul George comes in for Anthony, and Thomas subbed in for Irving. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Howard's checked in.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Freak dishes to Conley. The pass to Freak. Gay kicks to Freak. Davis sets a screen. Freak passes to Davis. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And they've done a great job of just keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
And that's why they're starting to pull away. I mean, not becoming conservative at all.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance.
And we return to the NBA All-Star. And for the East, Millsap comes in for LeBron. Then for the West All-Stars, Rudy Gay's checked in for Anthony Davis. Freak comes in for James Harden. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Steph Curry. Paul Millsap out there with Anthony. Then it's Kyrie Irving. 55 seconds left to play here in the third. Thomas kicks to Bosh. And he makes good on the layup.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Picked by Griffin. And it's Freak missing. The East All-Stars on offense. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Thomas. He's got 8. Picked by Okafor. Thomas with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Nobody near George. Rebounded by Howard. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Thomas gets a wide open look. And released it in time, but it's off the mark.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
We've been having a great time here, and we hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. Freak, he's in at point guard. Howard is out there with Davis. Then it's Conley, and it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And George, here we go, and powered down the jam.
Emphatic throwdown there.
That one reverberated throughout the building.
Nothing soft about his approach at the attack.
Here's Freak. Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
They set the screen. And Thomas, here we go. Stolen by Thompson. Pushing it up. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's sent back by George. Outside Thomas. He dishes it to DeRozan. Releases. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Davis sets a screen. Freak kicks to Davis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Davis playing very well. He has 11 points and he's stolen the ball 4 times. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Klay Thompson. Okafor sets the pick for DeRozan. It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. And he gets it to go. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Freak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Monroe. Free throw good, Freak. And the East with some changes. Al Horford is checked in for Okafor, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the West. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Here's Freak. Can't get it to go. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Irving with it, now guarded by Bledsoe. DeRozan against Conley. Horford, that's good.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And here's the West with the ball. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in, and that is good. 18 points for Freak.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him. Millsap in the corner. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Irving with a clean look. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bledsoe kicks to Freak. The fader. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Lowry dishes to Irving. There's a screen. Lowry kicks to Irving. Another miss by Irving.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
That's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Picked by Griffin. Here's Freak. Sinks the triple. Freak's got 13 points in the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Lowry passes to Horford. Back to Lowry for 3, and he gets it to go.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range, trading blows from behind the arc.
Here's Freak. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
They get a hand on it. The shot by Irving. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
And here's Lowry. Millsap has the open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now, Freak, picked by Griffin. Irving kicks to Lowry. And Lowry gets double-teamed. Monroe dishes to Horford, and the basket good. Horford's got 4 points in the quarter.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Now here's Freak. Down low, Griffin, and he goes in for the dunk.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Here's Irving. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Take a look at what Irving's done. 9 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the West. Freak passes to Durant. Now the feed to Freak. Howard with the screen on Millsap. Millsap with the steal. And here they come. Here's Lowry. And the layup falls.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
To the inside. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Durant. And that's 31 points for Freak.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Irving's shot is good.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Now here's Freak, covered by Irving. Griffin sets the screen for Freak. They get the rebound.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And so here are the West All-Stars. It's Durant on the wing. Freak with it. Howard with a screen on Irving. Freak kicks to Howard. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
And why change? I mean, that's 8 straight points in the paint, and they have now turned this into a physical game.
Millsap kicks to Lowry. Outside for Millsap. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's off from 3-point range. Durant for 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Lowry drawing the double team. Here's Irving, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Here's Freak. Hits the 3-point bomb. Freak's got 34.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
The finish goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Okafor's checked in, and it's George in for Kyle Lowry. First one falls for him.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Monroe on the double team. Paul George with the steal. And oh, here we go with George.
Nasty. I tell you what, a lot of shimmying and rim rattling going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure.
Bledsoe right side, stolen by George. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. At the elbow, it's George. And he gets the bucket.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field. George having a fantastic game. He has 17 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender, because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
1:12 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Thomas. Picked by Okafor. Thomas dishes to Monroe. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Here's Freak. Sinks the 15-footer. Freak's got 41.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
That one is off. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. No luck that time either. And the West All-Stars have possession. And it's going to go the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Thomas kicks to Millsap. Dishes it to George. To the paint, here's Okafor. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Thomas. And that one's good. Freak.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And here is Thomas, and the foul called on Freak. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong, but tonight the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith and the All-Star Game action now in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the footage from our All-Star Game MVP. Freak. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
Can you say freak-alicious? Watching this guy all season, I think most of us were expecting him to go off. He did not disappoint. It's a tremendous honor to be named MVP of the All-Star Game. Big-time career underway for this young man.
What a special night for him offensively. Anytime you can get a player who's scoring up in the 40s, you know he was feeling it. And once he got rolling, his teammates were getting him the ball and just getting out his way.
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight. For Shaquille O'Neal and for Kenny the Jet Smith and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again to start up the NBA's second half of the season.